Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Starting from the 5. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of running. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Up after that 4-yard gain, it's second and 6. Here we go. To the air, Stroud. Pass caught by Tate Dell. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, kid, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
First down, Stroud. Put some heat on this deep. He's got it inside the 25. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. Nico Collins with a touchdown. Going after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this first and 10.
Lightning! Alert! Alert! Check match! Check match! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Cup 19! Cup 19! Let go!
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 35-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Come on!
Off the play fake, Milrow. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Oh.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35.
Cowboy Lions! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! Cowboy 80! Go!
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
break the huddle. It's second down now.
Let's go now. Ready.
That's complete right side. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Jalen Reed with the INT. And the Texans have it as he reports the first interception of his young career. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Shotgun now, first round. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Stroud's pass. Intercepted.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Deputy! Bronco 80! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal!
Inside give to Walker. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go, start! Cougar 19! Cougar 19!
Bill Rowe from the gun. He's got it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Ready, range it. Ready! Hut it! Cowboy 80!
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Escapes out to the left. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First down throw here from Milrow. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Stop there by the 4th-year ball hog coming off his first All-Pro nomination, Derek Stingley Jr.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Ready?
Second down now. They need 7.
Go!
From the gun, Milrow escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. Nice run across the 15. And they're going to have first and goal when we begin our second quarter. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back now for the second quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone.
Ready?
He finds it right side.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Oh, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Fullback trying to barrel it across. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks kick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. A tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10.
All right.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Connects downfield. On target to Dell. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take the lead on the first play of the drive. Tank Dell the touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 7. Fairbairn with the kickoff for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Cordero Patterson now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's a good find from the Alabama rookie. And that'll give him a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Okay, ready?
First down, ball at the 36.
70 Timberwolf.
Walker now from the gun. He has room past the 25. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Get it? Ready?
Staying with Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throw secured by Jaden Higgins. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Offense is set. This is second and 2. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down is going to end for a loss of yards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
All plays on the table here for third and 3. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. To the line. Here's third and 3. Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they're going to score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10.
On the quick, right?
Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the gun, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing the out route complete. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a gain of 22. And the Texans are going to have a first down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Positive with that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Stroud. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you've got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself. Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points. A little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
70, Hawks 70, 79 Broncos.
Shotgun now for Milrow. This is Prater. He's got it downfield. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Kevin Kyrie, Buffalo 18, 60 Maverick, 60, drop 60, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16.
Let's go. Cougar Knight, Mustang, knock Panther and left. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Warrior 70. Let's go.
Now it's Milrow. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Looking looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Get it. Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. 19 tight. 70 Raiders. 60, 79 Broncos.
3rd and long. Here's Milrow. He throws a bullet deep to the... Brought in inside the 20. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
You would think the kickers should be automatic from anything inside of 40 yards, but I guess that could serve as a little gentle reminder you can never take any kick for granted. So many things have to go right each time for it to be up and good.
Looking to throw. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Tag! Bronco 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Buffalo 18.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this 3rd down, Brock, as this is out at least a few yards behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Ready, ready, ready.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they're not going to reach the sticks. They tried surprising them with a reverse, but the defense stops them well short. 4th down coming up. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And this somehow is only going to be our 1st punt of the game. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Oh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Stroud. On the move. Headed right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
All right.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Stroud to throw on first down. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
First and 10, around to Mixon. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Here's Stroud on first and 10. One pass brought in. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive. The quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Houston.
18.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 6 yards for him there. It's going to be second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal.
All right.
Mixon again. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Here we go.
Mixon's going to try to punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans take a fourth quarter lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Off the play fake, Milrow. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they had somebody there for that quick stop. And a nice completion gets him across midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory.
Ready.
Walker on first down. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
The give here on second. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Dragon 60.
Here he goes, third and long. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a fourth quarter lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead.
Texans 24. To kick off for Seattle.
Now he's Dixon to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And the power play up the gut results in 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At their 48-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. What? Where's the hot? Where's the hot?
Shotgun now for Stroud. He's got it left side. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect to a takedown. And now it's second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He's back to throw. This connects with Schultz. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy. You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, denies the first down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. And the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he's over the line and in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans push their lead to 3. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Trying to get some more. No, I pay. This ain't. I'm talking down on this side like he ain't the GOAT. If you don't agree, ask the streets on your 5 years, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the blow. Got trying to snatch out my soul.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Knock that cowboy.
Bill Rowe from the gun. To Walker on the check down. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, break off the first down.
Come on.
They give up the gut to Walker. No up the middle, none outside either, Brock. So give him just 2 yards on that carry. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
He'll look to throw it. Force that to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
This one's caught. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good out of lips, shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Viking 18, Bronco 80. $60 Bison.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Setting up 2nd and goal.
Go! 19, Panther 60, Panther 60. Go!
On the carry, it's Mullins. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. And that'll put them up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Headed out right. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. And this one's incomplete, too low as it skips off the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
All right. Like you, Texans.
Back to throw. To the sideline. Collins brings it in. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute.
Touchdown, Houston.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 3.
Seahawks, 35.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. One is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. You know, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Trap 60, trap 60. Buffalo 18, Panther 11, Warriors 17.
Setting up to pass. Trying to push deep downfield. This is brought in at the 15. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Mullins does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. They call the timeout with 4 seconds remaining, and we're going to get ready to potentially see overtime. Options are open here, and this is 2nd and inches.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. 70 Lions. Ready, go.
Again. This defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Here's the timeout as expected. Just 1 second on the clock. A 3-point difference and overtime possibly on the way. It's one of the biggest moments of the game for Joshua Carty. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Kick is good. He got it. And in the final moments, they force overtime. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those two drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
60, Cougar 19.
First throw of overtime. Hits his running back. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's him the first. Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far in past years for a potential game-winning touchdown. But let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens on this opening series.
Yep, that response is something for their defense to worry about. All these 11 gentlemen need to do is continue the steady progress downfield and getting that opening first down. So critical to any possession, but even more so in overtime. That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Pistol now for Milrow. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Ready.
Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. And nearly intercepted as that trick play almost ended in disaster. Looking for the back that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Ready.
Biggest play of OT. The offense is going for it.
18 Rattler. Here we go. 7 Pirates. Cup 19. 19 Lock. Dragon 60.
Trying for it with Milrow. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
This is one of those situations where, Kate, even as a former QB, I really feel for these corners in this league. They got the hardest job in football, sticking the guys on these routes and on a comebacker in particular, where that receiver breaks it off. Man, that can be so difficult to defend.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
In by Arroyo on the right side. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. As they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Get it. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Rig. Rig alert. 60 Maverick.
From the gun, Milrow. That one connects. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take the lead in this game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score. But starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. Ooh, a poor effort there. He only gets it to the 15 before he's taken down.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. Well, right side hauled in by Collins. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. All right, so far so good, partner. Taking advantage of the change to respond here in overtime. We all know that was reserved only for the playoffs previously, but now an opportunity teams get in regular season games too.
Yeah, I think we both love this because really it keeps teams from blaming a coin flip anymore. Even if some of the anger in the past was justified now you just look in the mirror and know it's all upon you to deliver.
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. Brought in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Schultz with the catch. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. All right, partner, well, I know they're not going to look ahead down there just yet, but let's you and I do that. In the red zone, they need the touchdown first, obviously, but after that, they're going to have a decision, right? Do you kick to tie and give the football back, or do you go for two in the victory?
Well, I'm not dodging it, Kate, but that's honestly a great question. And I know this. That decision better have already been made. The best coaches, decision makers, we know this. They're play ahead, series ahead, a possession ahead. That was...
And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. And that'll leave them with just one remaining in overtime. Following that timeout, they're lining up. They're going to try to come up with 2 points. Here's Stroud throwing for it. And the call to go for it not awarded as the pass falls incomplete. So several